These presidential elections in Poland are most important since 20 years, and I'm going to explain you why. There are two main parties in Poland which they take turns ruling the country since 20 years. Civic Platform and Law and Justice. Many members of these parties were in opposition in communist times before 19th, and being in opposition in communism meant that actually you could be killed, you could be robbed, you could lose a job, everything could happen with you. So these members were cooperating together to release the Poland from communism, and therefore they have authority to rule given by people. Later, they divided and mentioned two most powerful parties. Now it's the first time since 2 decades that this duopoly could be broken, at least in presidential elections, by the third candidate, Mensen, from a new established in 2000 political alliance of right-side parties called Confederation. What powers does the president have? Poland is a parliamentary republic, so president is not most important person. He has representative powers in international relations. He's commander-in-chief of army force. He has the right of pardon. But he has two powers which are really important and can block actually all the power from parliament, from the job from government. The right to veto and the right to passing the law to constitutional tribunal. The right to veto is working like this. The bill is coming from the parliament, and the president looks on it and he has to countersign every bill. He looks on it and he says, no, this is not okay, I'm not gonna sign it. What happened? Then the parliament, same in Poland, has possibility to overturn the veto, the presidential veto, if it obtains the 60% majority vote in presence of at least half of the statutory numbers of deputies. Since 19th, none of the power governing the country had the 60% majority vote. So actually, the president could, since 19th, block all the job done by governing party coalitions or coalition. Let's go to candidates. There are 13 candidates in presidential elections, but we're gonna speak only about three, the most important three. Rafał Trzaskowski from governing Civic Coalition, called Civic Platform, which is the center party going to the left and has in the coalition, in governing coalition, communism on the left side. Karol Nawrocki, supported by Law and Justice Party, is the biggest party in parliament right now, but they are not governing. And the third candidate, Sławomir Mencen from Confederation, which is anti-establishment party. What are the results from the first round? First round was held on 18 May and emerged two candidates for the second round, because in Polish law, if none of the candidates get 50% of the votes, there has to be second round where two best candidates with the biggest number of votes are competing. Trzaskowski got 31.36%, Nawrocki got 29.54%, and Mensen, the third one, anti-establishment, got 14.81%. So the duopoly break didn't happen actually, but the third candidate is still in the game. Why? He still focuses major part of Polish voters, media, and politicians. Why? We'll see. Trzaskowski can count on his in the second round. Trzaskowski can count on his party voters, mostly with liberal central political view and left side of the Polish political scene. Nawrocki can count on his party voters, which are center, mostly conservative, and he can't be sure about the voters from the right side of the political scene, which he need to win for the elections on the Sunday, second round. And the voters from the right side, which Nawrocki needs, also Trzaskowski, but he naturally is a bit to the center and left. So Nawrocki is the one who probably will take most of the Mensen votes. He needs to get these votes, and the paradox is that both of the parties, Trzaskowski and Nawrocki, both parties were doing their best since many years to eliminate the third party, the Manson Party Confederation, because they are anti-establishment, they are right side. So this is key to win. And this campaign between the first round and the second round, and also the moves towards the Confederation since many years, it was a very dirty game. I'm gonna show you why. This game includes actually closing down the conservative newspaper of Higher Time, where the founder of Confederation was writing, closing down the social media account of both Confederation and the founder of Confederation, Janusz Korwin-Mikke, which was the most popular politician account in Poland in social media, trying to block Confederation party funds from the states. In Poland, only the money which you can get for the campaign or on the for the parties can be only obtained from the state, are given by state regularly, and from the private people, but it's also limited to around 10-15,000 euro by person. So most of the money are actually given by the state for the campaign and also for the party. And it cannot be given from the foreign institution or foreign citizens, because you have to live in Poland to give money for the party. Also, the dirty campaign includes that all the establishment parties were using media sources against the Confederation, including the public television. This is important. So there was a very not objective campaign driven. And also this includes the big scandal. It happened around a week ago. The scandal occurred. It was happening before the first round, and right now before the second round is also still happening. Big video campaign spread in social media against Manson and Nawrocki, which actually shown in the bad light Manson and Nawrocki, and was saying and was giving the directions to vote for Trzaskowski as a good choice for president. This ads campaign, which was proved to be sponsored by Stratosa, foreign organization, is linked to Higher Ground Labs, another organization with connection to Democrats and its political environment in USA. Let's remind, it is illegal in Poland to be supported by funds from private organization if you do campaign for presidential elections. And how this Manson is, what he's doing when he is aware that he actually has the key to win for the presidential elections. He is organizing 2 debates on his YouTube channel where he invites in 2 separate days the candidates to talk with them and ask them one-on-one and ask them to sign political declaration of 8 points, which consist of presidential statement important for Manson and mainly for his voters. So let's see what is there in this 8 points declaration, which should be signed by those 2 guys, to Trzaskowski and Nawrocki. First point, I will not sign any act that increases existing taxes, contributions, fees, or introduce new fiscal burdens. This is very important for Manson and his party because it's right side party, it's economically liberal party, meaning that they trying to reduce taxes and fiscal burden. Second point, and this is very important. First point is very hard for Trzaskowski, as his party is usually increasing the taxes, and they have in governing coalition, the left side, which naturally wants to have high taxes and wants to improve, let's say, fiscal burden. Nawrocki, actually, his party also was doing that since many years, but now he tries to now his party tries to take the votes from the right side, so they are a bit quiet about making the taxes higher, right? The second point is, I will not sign any act restricting cash circulation. I will stand guard over the Polish zloty, Polish currency. This is not so important case, but it was in the debates in presidential elections debates a bit important because in European Union they try to European Union and the countries in it try to eliminate the cash, so the only electrical money will be available. Right now, you can make transaction only until around, let's say, for dollars, it will be around 3,500 dollars. If you do bigger transaction than this, it has to be done not with the cash, only electric money, transfers or whatever. Third point, I will not sign any act restricting the freedom of expression of views consistent with the Polish constitution. So here there's a big case because right now in European Union, in many countries there is a hate speech regulation, and uh, as the specialist says that in 80-90% of examples of cases, the hate speech regulation is used not widely, let's say, not wisely. It's used also in political abuse, we can say. So this point is very hard for both of the two candidates for the second round because European Union want to introduce it and it's already given to Parliament in the job is already done in Parliament to create this law, and the current president actually put veto on this act. So we will see what is happening. The fourth point is I will not allow Polish soldiers to be sent to the territory of Ukraine. This is very hard issue because European Union and the allies of Ukraine were trying to send to make coalition which wants to send troops to Ukraine, not to fight, just to guard rather, and mostly they were Great Britain and France. Also, before it was Poland and few other countries saying about it. But right now, the Prime Minister said no to Macron, Emmanuel Macron, the French president who came to ask Tusk, the Polish Prime Minister, to send troops to join the coalition which want to send the troops, and Tusk, Prime Minister, said no. So this is a hard issue, and actually uh, we don't know what will happen because the Confederation Party doesn't want to send out all those troops, and the other parties are not so sure. They say one, they do other things. We are not sure what will happen. Let's go to fifth point. Fifth point, I will not sign any act of the ratification of Ukraine accession to NATO. Ukraine can get to NATO now because the rule in NATO is that the country which wants to join the NATO has to have set it up the border, regulated border, and Ukraine doesn't have it. It's under the war, so it might happen only after the Ukraine will make peace or will sign some deal with Russia regulating the borders. Sixth point, I will not sign any act restricting Poles' access to weapons. Poland has the lowest number of weapons per capita in Europe. So uh, this is the issue which actually came with to the debate to public debate with the Russian aggression on Ukraine. As we actually feel that it will be nice to have some weapon. The seventh point is I will not agree to transfer any competences of authorities of the Republic Poland to the bodies of the European Union. So this is actually ongoing. I mean, some of the competences were already given to European Union, and the parliaments had to accept it, the national parliaments of members, European Union members, and some competences were already given to European Union, and European Union planned to transfer even more competences to the central government, let's say, of European Union. And Confederation is anti-establishment party, right party, and very important for them is sovereignty. And here the Trzaskowski party, very pro-European, is agree to shift the competencies to European Union. Nawrocki party, he says that he doesn't agree, but actually his party was doing that since Poland is in European Union, so that's the case. And eighth point, I will not sign the ratification of any new European Union treaties that weaken Poland's role, example given by weakening its voting power or taking away its right to veto. Right now, Poland has, every country in European Union has the right to veto. And it's similar to the standard veto. If there is a bill to be spread over all the European Union countries and it's already done, every country has the right to veto and can easily erase that act, and it will not succeed. Right now, together with this shifting competencies to European Union, there is also will of European Union, meaning mostly France and Germany are driving European Union. They have most of the important positions, the highest positions, and most of the guys in Commission, which is driving European Union, accepting acts. So if Poland will have the weakened voting power and taken away the right to veto, will not only has less competencies, will also lose the chance to block something which it will be not, which Poland will be not benefit, for example, of. So these are the 8 points, as you see. They are rather conservative points, which Manson put to both candidates to sign. So the above declaration signed Nawrocki during the debate with Manson, officially stating to follow it. Nawrocki was very pleasant to Manson, and the debate went in a good manner on Manson YouTube channel. And Nawrocki was doing almost everything to get Manson and his votes. And if we look on both present program, they are meeting in some points from those 8, but not all. So what Nawrocki gonna do if he sign it and he's gonna be elected as a president, if those points are actually not the points according to the program of his party? We'll see. In opposition to Nawrocki, Trzaskowski didn't sign the declaration on debate with Manson day after Nawrocki in the same studio, and was assertive. Trzaskowski was assertive to Manson and tried to rather show to his base of votes and left party that he is their representatives. So guys, the second round will be on Sunday, on the 1st of June, soon, in a few days. And these are the polls for the second round. 45.6% on Trzaskowski, and 44.9 on Nawrocki. So as you see, there the votes there's a slight difference, which can be actually polls error, right? So we don't know who's gonna win, and there is still in different polls sources from 5 till 10% of people undecided to whom they should vote. So we'll see.